The Courting by Meinekeime, Chapter 20. Christmas morning and a nervous Charlie. Harry's point of view. I was running downstairs only wearing a big shirt and fuzzy socks Draco sent me. I was so excited about today, I hadn't slept. It was my first Christmas with my family, and I was so excited. Harry, why are you up so early? Father asked, pouring himself some coffee. Merry Christmas, Father, Mother. I forgot, it's your first Christmas home. Please go upstairs now and put on some true clothes. We have guests, Mother said, but I could see the happiness in his eyes, so I scurried upstairs and put on some clothes. I took out a vintage red-style dress with a white collar. It was simple, but I liked my dresses not too extra. I jumped downstairs and ate my breakfast. After some time, Neville and Charlie came downstairs. Neville looked like he had had the sleep of his life, but Charlie was somewhat nervous. We wished each other a Merry Christmas and ate. Neville was a lot bubblier now that his lover was around. The house elves had decorated the place beautifully with mistletoe and Christmas bulbs. There was a big tree in the living room where all presents laid. Being the civilized family we were, we set ourselves down on the ground. Well, not all of us. Neville claimed that the ground was dirty and set himself in Charlie's lap. Father was sitting nearest to the tree, so he grabbed the first present and it was passed on until it reached the owner. Sevy, he first said, and gave the present to his wife. Mother opened the wrapping paper, and we waited until he unwrapped the middle-sized box. A self-cutting cupboard? Thank you, love. Mother gave Father a peck on the cheek. You always told me how time-consuming it was and how hard it is to cut hard ingredients. That were memories. Cutting Beaux-Arts into thin stripes for 2 hours was dedication. It was a horror, especially because those Beaux-Arts were stone hard. Next is for Neville. Father gave the present to Nev, who tore the present open immediately. He pulled out a parchment roll and a long white robe with a black collar and a golden brooch. While looking over the paper, Neville's eyes began to tear up. Love, what is it? Charlie asked worriedly. It's Grandma. She says that she's getting old, and with me now being old enough, she's giving me her seat at the counter. Giving me her seat at the council of the elders. It's the only seat in the Veela Elder Council that is held by a wizard. Do you know how important this position is? I don't know how to feel, Neville said. It's a good thing. Your grandmother can settle down and live with her little dragon. Oh, and I don't know a better person for the job. I tried encouraging him. Neville stopped sniffling and put the stuff back into the box. Thanks, Harry. We all calmed down. Only Charlie was still anxious. This is Harry's. I was given my present. It was neatly wrapped in red and gold paper. I opened it, and it was a photo book. There were pictures of a young Tom Riddle and a Severus Snape, and sometimes there was a woman that looked a lot like me. And Mother, and each picture was a baby, and they all had dates and subtitles. The woman was holding the baby. We were standing outside of the backyard, and it was snowing. The woman was conjuring a little snowman in her hand while the baby was trying to touch it amazed. 14th of December of 1980, Harry's first snow with Grandma Ellen. Was this my grandmother? We made you a picture book with all the pictures we had from when you were a small child. We hoped it would make some memories, Mother explained, but I was too focused on my grandmother. Is Grandmother Ellen still alive? I asked, looking from the picture. I heard Mother sigh. Yes, but we can't meet her. She was captured by Dumbledore during the First War, so that I was first to join his side. He is keeping her in his house. Nobody is allowed to visit her. We can only write her, and even her mail is controlled by Dumbledore. I said sadly, I understand what that meant, that I wouldn't be able to contact her. I tried to push the new information to the back of my mind and watch the others open their presents. Mother gave Father a shower set and a seductive look, so we gave them all presents next. A portable silencing box. Well, I opened Neville's present. Nagini came out of the kitchen and curled herself around our nervous guest. During the cold months, Father's snake rarely left her place under the oven because she would get cold quickly. I can smell dragons on him, she told us and placed her head on Charlie's shoulder, and she seemed to calm him somewhat. Something is troubling this human, she said. I know, I told her, while Nagini curled around his chest. After I opened Neville's present for me, consisting of some needles and thread, there was only one present under the tree, Charlie's present for Neville. I gave the big package to Neville while Charlie placed Neville out of his lap, and Nagini decided that was the time for her to leave. Charlie smoothed out his robe, while Neville threw piece after piece of packing material out of the carton. He looked up when he pulled out a small box. He stood up to leave the mess of packing material and slowly opened the box. While he was opening it, I was figuring out what had Charlie so stressed. Charlie slowly went down to one knee when Neville revealed the ring in the box. Neville Longbottom, the first time I asked for your hand, you weren't able to say no. But this time, I want to really know it. I tried to make you fall for me in every possible way. And we have been together for half of our lives. So, Neville, do you want to be mine and become my partner in marriage? Yes, of course, Charlie. Neville pulled out the ring from the box and let Charlie place it on his finger. He had gone with the red and gold theme to match the promise ring. And when I looked close, I saw Charlie wearing an engagement ring too. End of chapter 20.